It will be interesting to see if a defensive lineman forces the issue because that unit is just egregious, Bo. It's so bad.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, you had Justin Fields clowning him in his press conference, and Josh Weinfuss tweeted it out today. It was Justin Fields saying during his post game, Justin Fields wasn't concerned about the Cardinals' defensive line because they aren't fast, he said. He told his offensive lineman not to hold, and if the Cards' D line got through, it was okay because they couldn't catch him.
I mean, he was right. He was right. The Cardinals D line, it literally looked like
no lies told.
It's like Peyton Manning in that SNL skit where he's running around with a bunch of kids. That's what it looked like with Justin Fields, like stiff arming a bunch of toddlers.
But like as far as all the holes that they have to fill, obviously you look to premium positions, right? And they have a bunch of them as far as on the pass rush and in the I see Jalen Johnson here in the chat, absolutely right. The corners and of course the wide receiver room, and it's really going to be contingent on who's available. Like who are other teams going to gamble on letting their players hit the open market? And Monty Osfort needs to be ready to be able to write some fat checks at some premium positions. Like you don't go write a fat check for a left guard. Like I think you could still draft and develop that position to where if you're going to throw money at it, throw it at a premium position on a guy who's entering his prime year and start to build the defense, rebuild the defense. Like Johnny, if you're faced with looking at how bad this wide receiver core is and this cornerback, these outside corners, who you like, and you've got like a Jalen Johnson or T. Higgins, who you paying? You can't pay both.
I'm paying after today and what I've seen most this year. I mean, you have to score to win the NFL. And as much as I like Jalen Johnson, I'm paying T. Higgins. And because I have more confidence in Jonathan Gannon being able to take a mid-rounder and some guys some veterans around the league and kind of piece it together. When you can't have a semblance of a passing game, you're screwed as an organization. Go ask the Jets how that's working out. You've got Sauce Gardner. They can't throw the football downfield. Today notwithstanding, I think receiver has leapfrog cornerback as a premium position. Now, I think
corner you could win the game.
I think corner,
in a different way.
I think you got to go corner because receiver wise, you can find. There's plenty of receivers in this draft too.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. There's plenty of guys in this draft that can make plays at the receiver spot. There's going to be plenty of receivers that hit the free agent market that you can go after. I understand that aren't going to command $20 million a year. There's going to be lots of guys that are number two somewhere that can come in, and their number two somewhere else is easily. I mean, shit, there's number threes on other teams that are number ones here right now. So I think corner has been a problem because our defense there's games this year defense has kept us in it, but we can't stop anybody on the outside. You've got to find some way to find somebody outside. You got to pay them whatever price that they want, especially if it's a top tier guy that's hitting the market, and you've got to get them here. You've got to get somebody that can be that lockdown corner because honestly, the Cardinals have not had a number one corner since prime Patrick Peterson. I mean, Byron Murphy was good. Don't get me wrong. But we weren't at when he went outside. Byron Murphy was lock him down, whatever you want in that slot position. But outside, he wasn't that guy that was going to go out there and be, hey, we know we got Byron Murphy on their number one. It's not going to stop. He's good. He's really good, and he's played a really good season this year in Minnesota. But the Cardinals have lacked a number one corner, a game-changing corner since prime Patrick Peterson was here, and that's my hot take. You can roast me in the comments or not, but I mean, it's 2013, 14, 15, 16. Patrick Peterson was the best man coverage corner in the NFL. And you can throw stats all you want to me, but there's nobody that was better than him in those years as a true man cover corner, and they've lacked it since he's been gone.